Khalil Herbert is entering his third season in the NFL and looks to be running back one for the Chicago Bears with the departure of former running back David Montgomery. Herbert, who ripped it up last year in every opportunity that he had for the Chicago Bears with no offensive line help, still got over 570 yards in 13 games on only 129 attempts. Again, wasn't even running back one. Herbert, in my opinion, growing up, reminds me a lot of Maurice Jones-Drew type running back due to his smaller yet stockier size and still a very effective running back. I could not wait to see what he does in year 3, and I'm going to break down why. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Khalil Herbert is a fan favorite with his huge personality, his impact on and off the field, and his style of play. Now that he has a much more solidified offensive line and more familiar with this offense, this guy could absolutely rip it up and be a Pro Bowler next year. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you do all 3, please. It's great support for this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, we have Sunday Mailbox, a new series that we started on Twitter in the community page where you ask a question and I answer them if we have the availability. And today we do have a good question coming in from Twitter from Kyle Katz, so stay tuned for that. So let's talk about the physical traits of Khalil Herbert. A 5'9", 212-pound molar of a running back is absolutely someone that defenders lose sleep over, even though when you look at him, isn't the biggest back. An arm length of 31 1/4 inches, 8.5 inch hands in diameter. Pretty big hands for a guy that big. A 4.5 40 time according to NFL.com from his combine. Clearly a quick, effective, athletic freak. Even for his smaller side, he has insane bursts that can beat out anybody and can bulldoze over anyone that he did a ton last year on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said earlier, he was not RB1, but every attempt that he had in 2022, he absolutely took complete advantage of. In 13 games for the Chicago Bears, he had 128 rushing attempts, 571 rushing yards, which is 5.7 yards per carry, 4 rushing touchdowns, 9 receptions for 57 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. A dual threat running back can do it both, and expand this offense is always a good thing, and Khalil Herbert is very good at that. His scouting report is awesome. Herbert, as we know, is an explosive running back out of the backfield, and he has unreal high-end speed that when he breaks it to the second level, making it insanely difficult for defenders to keep up with him. He has very strong footwork that allows him to chop it up and change direction when needed. He has amazing field vision as well. He's able to see open gaps and rip it up. He does need to work on his blocking. There is no doubt about that. But reports have it that was his main focus this offseason, working with all of his different trainers. And apparently he is skyrocketed in value in that department, according to reports. I know the Bears do play with a fullback now, but still, having Herbert with a blocking ability is always big. So how does he fit into this offense? This offense is fast. Obviously, Ryan Poles put together the most athletic guys possible that he could put onto a field. And when you also have a quarterback that can rip it up like Justin Fields, the defense is got a lot of different predictions that they're going to have to figure out. And having a running back like Khalil Herbert that can catch and run and just absolutely do it with full speed ahead is very, very dangerous. Herbert expands the offense, again, because of that dual threat ability that will require man-to-man coverage with all the off-ball linebackers or another defensive back that opens up more opportunities for other teammates due to less double teams. And he is the leader now in the running back locker room. I know we have Foreman now. I know we have Johnson now as well, but Herbert knows this offense. Fields knows him very well. He's running back one at the moment, and I'm very excited for him. Now let's quickly go to Sunday Mailbox. Thanks from Kyle Katz. Katz asks, what pick can we expect from the Panthers in the 24 draft? I said this in yesterday's episode going over Jalen Harris. I think the Panthers are going to be really bad next year. I know they lost some talent. Obviously, DJ Moore is a huge part of that talent scheme, and everyone's like, oh, they have a good offensive line. They have good this, they have good that. No one knows what this team is doing. And usually when you're bringing in Andy Dalton, as much as I did like Andy Dalton on the Chicago Bears in a respectful way as a leader and a good mentor for Fields, usually a team is going in the wrong direction in rebuilding. So I think that the Chicago Bears are going to have a top 10 pick thanks to the Carolina Panthers. I think the Bears are going to make the playoffs, so their personal pick is going to be a lot higher. But the Panthers are going to have a top 10 pick and is going to be used on a defensive edge rusher, considering Poles is not very aggressive right now at getting top talent at the edge position. But that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, have a great day.